Welcome back to more Mario Party 4. Last time, we got through the rest of Whomp's Backroom Ball. So this time, we're moving on to Whomp's Basement Brouhaha. My Basement Brouhaha is for one player. Select a character. Which minigame will you play? First up is Jigsaw Jitters. Put that puzzle together as fast as you can. Put the scrambled pieces of the puzzle together to form a picture. We have 3 variations to play with different piece counts, so let's start with 20 pieces. If I'm not mistaken, this is unlocked by playing Photo Finish one time, and it's basically Photo Finish but a sort of challenge mode variation. I really like jigsaw puzzles, so I always really like this minigame a lot. I'm pretty sure the starting record is like 5 minutes, so I think it says a lot that my best time is like 42 seconds. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get past that time. That's kind of a fast time if you ask me. Faster than I expected, to be honest, but the time for a present room reward is actually a minute, so we'll definitely be clearing it that quickly at least. There we go.
Finish! New record!
Here's the results. You did it in 42:73, so that gets you Puzzle Pacemaker. Next up is the 30-piece version. Weirdly enough, I actually think this is one of the tougher puzzles, even tougher than the 40-piece variant, because of the initial picture having some characters right side up and other characters upside down. I find this extremely confusing to try to keep track of where everyone should go, basically. Yeah, like which characters were facing which direction. The target time for this one is 2 minutes, so still fairly easy to reach. I feel like some of these puzzles might take a few tries to actually get the present time, but overall this isn't too difficult. The pieces seem to be given to you at random, which isn't my favorite thing in the world. Obviously with puzzles there is recommended orders of how you should go about solving a puzzle. Typically you want to start with the outer frame, and then the corners in the frame, and then work towards the middle. But when you're given pieces at random like this, it's kind of tricky to figure out where everything should go until the picture starts coming together, and then things start to speed up a lot more. But yeah, we're definitely not getting close to my record this time, even though we got the previous record. Still, we'll get the time for the present room, even though I've already unlocked that on this file. But yeah, I'm not overly shocked that if I was going to get somewhat turned around on one of the puzzles, that it would be this one. Almost there though. We got under 2 minutes, so not too bad at least.
Finish!
Here's the results. You did it in 1:39:66, so that gets you Puzzle Pacemaker. Finally, we have the 40-piece variation. Because everyone is facing right side up in this puzzle, I do find this easier, oddly enough. I say as I'm immediately struggling to remember where Luigi was in the original picture. You do have the little guidelines of like the piece shapes. That makes things a lot more straightforward than they would be otherwise. Yeah, I definitely got a little turned around there, unfortunately. And now I'm like, where was Wario on the puzzle? So yeah, even though I do really like this mode, I definitely struggle from time to time with remembering some of the placements for the later puzzles. This is fun though. Again, as someone who likes jigsaw puzzles, I do enjoy this mode quite a bit. In general, this game has really good like bonus modes, like the various like modes in the extra room are mostly pretty fun. Nice little bonuses, like extra rewards basically for unlocking like the standard variations of specific minigames, like, you know, photo finish in this case. This definitely is a case of once you get momentum, it gets a lot easier, but actually establishing that momentum is the tough part. But yeah, the target time for this, by the way, is 3 minutes, so fairly generous as well. Also, you do get different rankings depending on how well you do. I'm not overly concerned about rankings, especially for some of the later minigames here, that I will definitely be struggling through. But I feel like with this one, I'm actually scoring pretty well. Not getting the absolute best rankings, but all things considered, getting some of the higher rankings compared to what we probably will be seeing.
Finish!
Here's the results. You did it in 1:58.46, so that gets you Puzzle Pacemaker. Next up is Barrel Baron. Dig for oil and strike it rich. Find a rumbling spot and press A to dig for oil. For rumble off settings, an exclamation point will appear. So basically, we have to run around this field, and when we find a spot where the controller is constantly rumbling, we have to press A 3 times to dig. So this is fun, honestly, and to tell the truth, I'm actually surprised a concept like this hasn't really come up in more recent Mario parties. You'd think something like this would work really well with the Switch because of HD Rumble, in addition to just like, you know, you're standing on a spot where the controller is rumbling, so dig here. You could also potentially set it up to be proximity-based. So like, you know, it can kind of like, Mario Odyssey actually experimented with this, like, you know, being able to tell you how close you are and like what direction you need to go and things like that. This was never one of my better minigames, so I'm not overly shocked that we're at 35 points, and my best score is 251. There we go. Here's the results. How many barrels did you get? 135. That means your ranking is Gas Station Attendant. Next is Mushroom Medic. Find the critical patient. Try to figure out who ate the poison mushroom. The one who ate it will have a different heartbeat. Again, I'm almost surprised this type of minigame hasn't ever come back. So basically we have to use the vibration of the controller to figure out which patient we need to give medicine to. I was just looking at the diagrams in the background. It's interesting to see like X-rays of the different Mario enemies, like Cheeps. I think the skeleton fish is... I'm trying to remember if that skeleton fish in the picture was in a Mario game, but I know they're in like New Super Mario Bros. So I wonder if that's where this design originated, or if that wasn't like Mario World and I'm just completely spacing out. I'm not very good at this minigame, by the way, hence why my previous best was 1. But also it's interesting seeing like a skeleton for a Klepto, considering Kleptos don't even appear in the series very often. Sometimes it's really close, and other times you can tell right away which one is different. You basically only need to infer from 3 at most. If you can find 2 that are different, then you just have to cross-reference 1 more. This is fun though. And again, I feel like it would almost work really well on Switch, where you'd have HD Rumble and get slightly more in-depth responses to like the controller rumble. I feel like these minigames also can go on for a very long time. And it is kind of fun to see how high of a score you can get. I might intentionally fail soon just so we can move on to the next minigame, because we still have, I think, 3 more to get through. So I think I will intentionally mess this one up. So apologies in advance to whichever patient this is.
Finish! New record!
Here's the results. You saved 6 patients, so your ranking is... Dr. Dunscap. Next minigame is Doors of Doom. Follow these doors as far as you can. Choose the left or right door and go forward. One leads to the next room and the other, well... Alright, so pick a door and see if you pick the right one. We didn't fail instantly, so that's good. Let's try right again.
New record!
Here's the results. You cleared 1 door, so your ranking is... Ding Dong Ditcher. The next minigame is Bob-omb Crossing. Avoid the exploding Bob-ombs for as long as you can. A bunch of Bob-ombs are walking around. Try not to get caught in their explosions. So all we can do is move around, and we have to basically avoid all the Bob-ombs. This one's actually really fun too, but kind of like with Mushroom Medic, I might intentionally fail at some point just so we can move on to the final minigame of this collection, because it's definitely one that's somewhat self-explanatory. So yeah, as the minigame goes on, Bob-ombs will get faster and more aggressive, to make it a little bit more challenging. This is fairly leisurely right here, but this is a fun one to try to go for high score. My best score is 2 minutes, but only the jigsaw puzzles actually unlock things from the present room. It's also very easy to get cornered if you're not paying attention, so this actually takes a little bit of focus. Here's the results. You survived 4772, so your ranking is... Jaywalker. And our final minigame here is Goomba Stomp. Hop in a robot and get those Goombas. Get in the robot and stomp on as many Goombas as you can within the time limit. So this is basically Tree Stomp, except our goal is to basically take out as many Goombas as possible. Again, this is kind of like tank controlled. A goes forward, B reverses, and then left and right turn. This one's actually kind of a fun minigame to just see how high of a score you can get. It's also a little bit challenging too. You have 30 seconds to get as many points as you can. I don't know if this is a particularly good score or not. I feel like it's kind of mid-range.
Finish! New record!
Here's the results. You stomped 38 Goombas, so your ranking is... Goomba Grinder. And that takes care of all of the minigames in Whomp's Basement Brouhaha. Our final extra room character is the Star, so we'll see what minigames they have next time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Mario Party 4.